Welcome everyone to the show. How are you all doing? Hope you've all had a good Christmas. Boxing Day though, not so great. Absolutely getting battered by Newcastle. Get your comments in. I'll put them on screens in a second. I'm still shocked, to be quite honest with you, from the hammering from the Geordies on Boxing Day. I'm still not quite over it. I still not quite sure what happened, to be honest with you. It just seems to happen all so quick, but at the same time, it was a very long game. After that first 90 seconds of Daniel Amate giving that penalty away, it just felt like a long evening, didn't it? But it, again, like I just said, it also seemed to happen. Just, I don't know, football just come back and it just hits us in the face hard, you know. There's no Maddison tomorrow. No Dennis Pratt. He's out till Valentine's Day. It's getting a little thin around the edges. Leicester's troubles are happening again. Injuries and results. Because I can't see us getting anything against Liverpool at Anfield tomorrow. We're going to be here live for the game. And before we get into it, I'd just like to let you know that Betmate has again committed themselves to a full season, and we have a nice little Betmate pot for you. So tomorrow evening, if you'd like to play Betmate alongside me, the link's pinned in the chat. It's for £1,000. The pot is a grand £5 entry. All you've got to do is click the link, download the app, and play alongside me. Now, the app's quite simple. It's fantasy football rules, so if you're into your fantasy football stuff, all you got to do is pick 7 players, 1 goalkeeper, 2 defenders, 2 midfielders, and 2 forward. Pick a captain, pick a vice, and points win prizes, guys. So, like tackles, interceptions, goals, assists. All of that gets points. Like I say, your captain gets double, your vice gets 1.5. And you just got to rank in the top. I think it's the top 6 usually, top 5, and you get some money. Obviously, the leader gets the most. It's quite a good game to play. I enjoy playing it. I've won it a couple of times now, but it's just a banging little app, and there's some pots as well for free. I'm going to have a quick look actually now while we're having a chat. Let's see if there's any free pots for this weekend. Yes, there is. QPR versus Luton today at 6 o'clock. Is a free pot, £100, so you don't even need to pay. Just click, pick the players, and see if you win some money for free. It's that simple, guys. That simple, easily to play. So go and do it at Betmate, our proud sponsors to the channel, and they also give giveaways as well. So don't forget to follow them on social media at Betmate, because trust me, they are worth following. You get England shirts, they've give away football tickets, they've give away all sorts. So go and do that for me. Right. Where were we? Newcastle. We got absolutely battered, didn't we? Let's get some chats on screen first of all. I do apologise on the times and no schedule, by the way. I just throw this out here and just decide to go live. So I do apologise if there's no one here and whatnot. I get that. It's my fault as much as it is, you know, anything else. I've just decided to go live. But for the few of you that are here, I'm going to read your comments out. I am going to put them on screens. Talk Leicester City says, sorry for my language, Lee, but we are so effed against Liverpool. For instance, corners, Big Virgil scores 3 goals against Thomas, laughing emoji face. Set pieces is a worry, big time, I'm not going to lie. We are fudged. We can't beat a decent team, which probably is a tad better than us, but to get thrashed to 3-0 is shocking. Now Liverpool, who are in my opinion way better, will win like 4-0. No one seems to be confident for this one. I'm not confident either, so you know, I don't blame you guys. All I can say on a positive spin is, you know, we have beat them 2 out of 3 against Liverpool. You know, that's as many as like 17, but the last 3 we've beat them twice. So recent results, you know, have gone our way. But I mean, I don't know about this one. It's not looking good. The team that we could pick, again, we're short of players, to be honest with you. We'll have a look at the predictions in a minute, at the team lineups that you guys are going to go with. I'll put a poll in, and you can decide what formation to start with. So we'll add that as a poll now. So formation, I'll put in 4-4-2. We'll do 4-1-4-1. 4-2-3-1. 3-5-2. You just vote on which one you want to try and put together, and we'll see if we can get close. We will get hammered tomorrow, man. I don't even want to watch it. Well, we will be here live on the watch along show. I will be here no matter what. We will be here for the watch along. I'm not promising anything else, but I will be here for that. The worst of the worst is Nunes actually scores a goal. We're Leicester City. We break records, so probably. Lee, you look really healthy, says Talk Leicester. That's because I've had a lot of drink, a lot of food, and I'm feeling it. You know, I'm feeling it. Feel good at the minute. I feel really good. So, yeah, thanks for saying that. Actually, you know, I do feel quite good at the minute. Just beaten at the moment. That's the only thing I can say is Leicester not looking great, and my work as well. My personal life, work-wise, is not looking great. I'm not going to lie. But who knows? You know, it's only work at the end of the day. You know, you can get work. You can get work anywhere these days. Even if it's not great, you can still find work somehow. So it's just not looking great. But we'll keep going. Salah's Christmas curse could kick in. Dave's just come in. We've just done a little chat with Dave, actually. So if you want to go and check out Dave's channel, we've just been live. So we've had a bit of a match discussion, so to speak, and just a chinwag as well, because Dave is that's how his channel is. It's Chinwag Dave. Anyone else who thinks it's going to be the exact same game as the Newcastle one? Yeah, pretty much. I'm almost certain we're going to get battered, to be honest. But look, it is Leicester City. We do sometimes shock the world and shock the fans. So it's possible, but I'll jump over to the prediction screen. We'll see what we can put together, and yeah, I don't know. But yeah, if you want to ask any comments or anything, any questions towards Dave, who's a Liverpool fan, in the chat. He is a Liverpool YouTuber. I've just done a video with him, so if you do want to ask him anything, he is in the chat. He's probably going to answer them for you. So go and check his channel out as well. You may as well. I can't put it in the chat because I'd need to go over to him to then add it in. So I'd have to do that. If someone could pop his channel in the chat, that'd be great. That'd be banging. Marcel in the chat, big up. Hope you're good. Have a good Christmas. You buzzing for the Gakpo signing, Dave? I think he is. Spoke to him, like I say, a minute ago, and I don't really know too much about the guy, but obviously he's going to be buzzing. He's researched him and whatnot. Names in the chat as well. I hope Aki, how are you? Shock the fans. Yeah, it's true. It's true. They do shock us sometimes. They do. They come out with some fucking mental results. It's true. Because look, none of us are expecting a win at Anfield against Liverpool. Not one of us. I'm not. Right. Let's see what the polls are bringing in. What votes? 4-4-2 or 4-2-3-1 at the minute. I'll wait for a few more votes. Get your votes in on what formation you want Leicester to start, or what you think Leicester are going to start, and we'll try and put it together. Again, this show was just off the bat today. I just literally threw it out there. There was no planning as such. I just banged it on. So I do apologise for not scheduling it, hence why there's not many of you here, because you didn't know we was going live. I just decided to do it. So I've got no other time to do it, you see. So it's either now or it's never. So get your votes in. 4-4-2, I think, would be a good shout. Brendan's not going to go 4-4-2, but I mean, we'll go with it and see what we can come up with. Keep voting. Get another vote in, and we'll leave it there. 15 votes. one of you else. Who else? Who else hasn't voted? It's got to be someone else. Still waiting. Might be here all day. But while we're waiting for a vote, Liverpool's last league game of 2021 was a 1-0 defeat at Leicester. They've not lost the final league game in consecutive calendar years since 1960. So we could break that record. Leicester City are looking to win their final league game in consecutive calendar years for the first time since a run of 3 between 2012 and 2014. And Liverpool have scored at least once in each of their last 31 Premier League games. Home games, winning 23, drawing 7 and losing 1, with their only defeat in that time coming against Leeds in October. Leicester have lost 9 of their last 11 Premier League away games against Liverpool, drawing 2, having won 3 in a row at Anfield between 97 and 2000 before this run. Liverpool have lost 2 of their last 3 Premier League games against Leicester, as many as they had in their previous 17. They did win this exact fixture 2-0 in February last season, though. Don't forget that one. Okay, looks like there's no more votes coming in, so we'll end it there at 4. Oh, there you go, there's the vote. It's gone back to neck and neck between 442 and 4231. So we need someone to vote. Get your vote in. I need someone to pick which way it's going to go. It's now gone 3 ways, so I can't pick a formation yet. It's 31% either way, so we need a few more votes, so we'll have to wait. But again, if you do want to ask any Liverpool chats, I think Dave is in the chat, who is a Liverpool YouTuber, so you can drop a chat to him. Are you going to be watching the game tomorrow? Are you going to join in the watch along here on the show as well? Like I said, we will be here from about 7:45 till the final whistle. Probably 2 hours of torture, perhaps. I don't know why I do it half the time, but I'm going to do it because it's something that we started and it's something that I'm going to carry on doing. Let me know anything else in the chat that you want to discuss. Let's have a quick look at the injuries going forwards for Leicester. Like I just said, James Justin will be out till the summer, probably next season. He's done. Ricardo Pereira's potential return is around mid-Feb, as well as Dennis Pratt, who's looking around the 14th of January. Oh, no, not Valentine's Day. I thought it was Valentine's Day. I read that wrong. As well, so it's the 14th of Jan, so he looks like he's going to be out for about two more and a bit weeks yet. Dennis Pratt. Johnny Evans, still no return dates, not looking good. Do you think he might call it a day? James Maddison has now got no return date. The latest on James Maddison, however, he has, with a doctor, getting a second opinion in London. He hasn't trained with the squad. He's come back from Qatar, looked to do some training work, and then felt a pain in a different part of his knee. So again, his knee is letting him down. There we go. 4-2-3-1 formation is what we're going to work with. 37% of the polls have come in. We'll work with a 4-2-3-1. So I'll stick Danny Ward in goal, purely because I'm not going to use anyone else. Why would you start Everson against bloody Liverpool? You're going to go with Ward, your strongest keeper you've probably got, give or take. Have more game times, I suppose. So, who is your centre-backs? Do you want to start with Soyuncu this time round because of how poor Wout Faes was against Newcastle? Do you keep it the same? Let me know your centre-back pairing. Let me know in the chat right now, in the polls. Go, go, go. I'll put Cags and Faes. We'll do Cags Amarte, or we'll do Faes Amarte. Faes Amarte. Let me know in the chat who you want. And no, we're not doing Vestergaard. That's not a thing. Don't even go there. We're not doing anything. Lee, imagine Amarte scores last minute winner. Oh, the teabags. The teabag. I'll chew 2 of the bastards. I'll eat the teabag. I'll eat the whole thing if he scores a winner. If he scored a win against Liverpool, I would eat the whole thing. You can clip this bad boy. I'm telling you now, Amarte is not going to get a winner against Liverpool. And if he did, we're knife and forking it, baby. We are chewing down the tea. We're eating tea. Change the full 11 from the Newcastle game, says proud to be a Geordie. Proud to be a Geordie. Mate, we haven't got any players. We've not got 11 players left to swap, I don't think. It's that bad. Iverson is way better than Ward. Okay. We'll poll that in a second. I'll take Ward off. We'll poll the goalkeeper. Let's just... You got to remember, I know you're predicting what you feel like you want, but you also try and get it right to what he is going to do. Him there, Mr. Rogers, that don't make subs at half time when he should do. Mr. Oh, bring Vardy on. Bring Vardy. Just Vardy. That's a terrible Brendan impression, but you get what I mean. Half time, Brendan, we're 2-0 down at home. We've not had a shot on target. We need to sort the whole lot out, not just one, you know. But don't vote Amate. Lee, you and Winks with the tea banter was the funniest thing ever. Mate, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Amate is always... Oh, yeah, I know. It was a good show, that. Amate is looking like giving a penalty away. And we need to find that show and rewatch that back. Amate is looking like giving a penalty away and then is afraid to tack inside the box. And when we concede, it's true. We better not be playing Newcastle again. Oh, that's coming. Revenge is coming. The revenge fixture is happening. Cags needs to start. Heck, even put Ndidi at centre back with Fars. Okay. Cags and Fars. Amate has been dropped. Okay. We're going with it. Fars. Castagna. Soyuncu. Wow. Okay, that's done. So, who are you going with it in the sticks? Who are you going in the sticks? I can't see you dropping Ward. I mean, I get you're upset about it, but... And don't forget, Smithies is not going to get a go. I'll put him in, but he's not going to get picked. I'm almost certain he's still going to put Ward in. I mean, I would. I'll be honest. I would. A mirror week. I would. Ah, God. That's the best I've got. Marty's always looking like giving a penalty away, though. Hi, Lee. Hi, John. How are you? John on the old plaque. Just there. Can't see it on this screen, but trust me, it's there. There he is. Let's have a look. Ward is just winning the poll. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's 60-40 though. But there's not many here, to be fair. You know, usually he's got like 30 of you in it. It's a bit. It's my fault. I decided to just press live. You know, so it's my fault. It's my fault. How does Amate get so many chances to play, even when he's played poor, when Sunchu, Sumai and Iheanacho get dropped every single poor game, says Chester Leicester. And Chester's not wrong. Lee, how's James? James is on his Xbox. It's on his Xbox, playing on Fortnite with his mateys. Right, Danny Ward is in goal. Right, okay, that's done. So, there's no point asking left or right, because there's only Thomas and Castagna due to the injuries we've got. So that's solved that problem. We have gone with a 4-2-3-1. So, who's your two, I suppose, two CDM sort of players? Who's your two CMs? 2 times CMs. CDMs. Are you going to go with Sumare and Yuri? I think we've scored a goal. There we go. Sumare Yuri and Ndidi Yuri. Or Ndidi Sumare. Or other combo. Go. Oh, it's painful. Oh, it's painful. That's going to be pain. Oh, my God. If you're going to play Betmate, guys, Captain Salah. Oh, my God. Mendy is a shout as well. Mendy's a shout as well. If you vote other, it will be Mendy. I do apologise. I didn't put Mendy in. You could put Mendy in as combo and then type your player. That counts as a vote as well, if you want. But are we going back to old school? We're going to go Ndidi Yuri, how it used to be. I think that's a shout. That's how it's working at the moment. I'll leave it run in a second. Ndidi is a risk with his injury still nagging him. Maybe he could give us a 60 to start with. Ndidi Yuri is the best, though, to be honest with you, LCFC Believer. Yep, I'm with you, LCFC Believer. I'm with you. No, Mandy is decent, just more of a player off the bench right now, says Chester Leicester. Yeah, okay. I actually like Mendy, but I'm a little crazy, says Raging Alex. Are we going to go with Ndidi Yuri then? That looks like how you guys are going with. So, okay, there's more votes going for Ndidi Yuri, so we'll leave it there. On the wing, do you want Bonds on that left side? I still want Bonds on that right, but then I suppose who the fuck do you put left? It's no different either, is it really? But I just want to see Bonds on the right, how he used to for West Brom. I think it can only be Bonds really on the left. I mean, you could put Daka there, but I don't think you would. Nacho's played on that left wing before. I'll stick him in. I don't think it's going to happen. Perez can go left or right. It's not going to happen. There's no option. You could go KDH as well as like a left cam. Left wing, left cam, left cam, left mid. I'll just drop it in. You could do Perez as well as left cam, I suppose. I think it's going to be fucking hell. It's hard, isn't it? The lack of players is worrying. When you think about it, who have we actually got? Barnes does score a few goals with his left, to be fair to him. Chelsea, Everton this season. But he cuts in from the right. I think it'd be worth a shout. Yeah, I really do. But what do we know? Looks like everyone wants Barnes. So is KDH going to be like CM and then Perez as cam, or is KDH going to be right cam? Oh, I don't bloody know. It's awkward, isn't it? So Barnes wins the vote, which kind of was obvious. Okay, you've all voted for Barnes, every single one of you. KDH has had KDH has had one vote. Okay. So who's going in front of the CMs then? Who's going as Cam? Cam. KDH. Perez. Is Nacho going to sit there? Sit behind Vardy? Other? Love to know what you guys are saying. Barnes, KDH. That's the one. 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 That's not going to happen because Brendan won't move Barnes right because he's odd. That's the one. See, Vers is the one. He knows. He knows. In my opinion, Perez should never deserve to play for this club. There you go. Sammy Braybrook's a shout. And because obviously they're under the age of 21, I believe, they're eligible, right? So that's a possibility. I've not got him. I've not got the under 21s really made up. I do need to make them. If you didn't know, I have spoke to Will Alves. Leicester dies in the chat as well. No Vestergaard. Chris. Good shit. Yeah, I've spoke to Will Alves. I've spoke to him on the old blower. And I mean it. I have spoke to Will Alves. He's high spirits. Just going to enjoy Christmas at the minute. And he'll be back. So, yeah. That's all I'm going to say, is I have spoke to Will Alves. And he's keeping his spirits high. That's all I'm going to say. Throwing Braybrook in at Anfield is like throwing your dog in front of a car. Yeah, it could be a little bit... what's the word? It's like when Leicester used to walk into Old Trafford and we couldn't get a result, and you look round and it's a bit overwhelming. Yo, Lee, much love from Nigeria, says Wet Toaster. Wet Toaster. Interesting. Would have been MADDERZ. Would have been MADDERZ. Of course it would. Let's have a look at that vote. KDH gets Cam. And Perez goes right. I think it will be the other way round. But, yeah, okay. That's fine. So, KDH goes into middle. Okay. And then Perez will go right. Because there's no one else. I mean, I could do Marco Brighton. Fucking hell. We're clutching at straws here, aren't we? I'll put right M. I'll put right Cam. And we'll go Perez. Brighton is an option. Other. He's got crossing, but, you know, who's he crossing to? I don't know. I think Nacho and Vardy should start up top. I really do, but... Trying to think, what was the last game against Liverpool or Leicester? What did we play with? Let's have a look. How do you get that? Leicester versus Liverpool. Try and remember the last time we played. Previous results. They beat us 2-0. They beat us 2-0 in Feb. I'm just looking at the lineup. So we played with Daka up top. We had Lookman. Lookman. We started with Lookman, Maddison, and Albrighton on the right. So he started Albrighton on the right last time against Liverpool in Feb last year. Well, this year technically. So there's a chance that he goes Albrighton, and you guys are voting in. You guys have even gone with Albrighton over Perez. Oh God. Oh. That's funny. God. This time last season, Hamza had the game of his life at Anfield. Yes, good old Hamza. God, what did we do with him? Why? What is going on? That's funny though. I'm not gonna lie. Rogers blew smoke up his arse. Then we never seen him again. It's true. It's true. Chris isn't lying. Mark Brighton's winning the vote. I don't believe it. Mark Brighton. You voted Mark Brighton in. Well, there's only one left. Striker time. Vardy. It's got to be against Liverpool. He loves playing against Liverpool. He should have started against Newcastle, I'll be honest. But I really feel that Kells... I really feel that it should be Vardy and Nacho up top. Or Nacho sitting behind Vardy as like a cam centre-forward type role. I really do. It's probably not going to happen, but I can imagine you lot are voting in Vardy for this one. We're linked with Etienne Kamara, Hamza replacement, says Vers. Well, I need, you know what I need? I need someone that does all the link stuff, and I need someone to cover it and maybe message in on something, so I can keep up to date with it all. There's a lot to keep up to date with when you've got two little buggers running around the house. Do you think Liverpool will notice if we put 11 plus all our subs on at the same time? I don't. That actually happened, didn't it? During the World Cup, wasn't it the final? That Argentina had a few players on, didn't they? That they shouldn't have had on or something during a penalty kick. Is that right? Maybe. Look, I don't think they noticed, to be honest. We're still going to play just as shit as we would with 11, so I don't see why not. Vardy only right answer, maybe 2 striker with Nacho. Yeah, Vardy wins the polls, guys. There's your predicted lineup. That's it. That's your predicted lineup. I mean, it's about as strong as it's going to get, let's be honest. I mean, Ndidi, although obviously carrying that injury and who knows how fit he is, that's actually the stronger midfield, I suppose, without James Maddison. Could really do with a 100% fit Ricardo Pereira from maybe 3.5 years ago for this one. That would have been nice, but it is what it is. Got to play with the cards you dealt with, and unfortunately we've had a real shit hand for quite a while now. Danny Ward in goal it's not good enough. We've got to invest. I don't know where this squad goes next season. I'm going to be really worried when we get stripped completely when Yuri Tielemans goes. Well, now his contract has been spoken about. Don't get me wrong. You know, finally the club's had him in discussions apparently with his agent. But God, it'd be nice to get a pen to paper, an extension or something, wouldn't it? Because even if it's then extended, at least if we sell it, we can make a lot of money on it and not a freebie to walk out basically in the summer. That's going to hit hard. And James Maddison as well, you know, Newcastle watching his every move at the minute. Just wait and see. Have you always supported Leicester, or did you start supporting them after Vardy joined? That makes no sense. I really don't. I've been a Leicester boy. I have been a Leicester boy. I'm being a Leicester boy. Born a Leicester boy. Supported Leicester since the age of 3, 4 years old. My first manager was Brian Little. My team of Graham Fenton and Ewan Roberts, Phil McGee, Lawrence Taylor. Was it? Trying to think of some more of a real back. Ian Ormondroyd, Gary Parker. They were my first sort of team I had when I was a kid. I might be getting some of them names wrong. I think it's Junior. Is it Junior Lewis? I can't remember off the top of my head some of the players that I had when I was a kid, but there were some real bad ones. Scott Taylor rings a bell. Leicester till I die. Leicester Scott Taylor. Yeah, there's a few. Don't understand why we spent so much on an over-the-top training ground when we can barely afford to buy players. I think that's the future, though, isn't it? Because that's now always going to be there. It don't matter where we are. We could go down to League 2 and we're still going to have that training ground. It's ours, it's paid for, it's ours. That's always going to be there. And if you've got very good foundations for youth at any level, you should be able to produce good quality players. So it's always good to have a good base, and Leicester have done that. Yes, I understand what you're saying. I think you've got to try and stay in the Premier League as well with that, you know, that foundation you've built. I don't want to, you know, who wants a lovely foundation with no bricks and mortar on? You know, you don't build a great foundation to not build on. But it's there. It's not going anywhere anytime soon, if you know what I mean. Junior Lewis. Okay, I was close. Oh, damn, that's crazy that your doppelganger started playing for them. Did not mean to. Mate, it's no offence. No offence taken, mate. It's normal. It's normal for this shit. Would you take Everson over Danny Ward? Yeah, look, it's not about would I take him over him. It's about game time and experience. Danny Ward, unfortunately, has Danny Ward has more experience than Everson in the Premier League right now. So you wouldn't swap goalkeepers at going to Anfield with someone that's not got the Premier League experience that Danny Ward has compared to the likes of Everson. You just wouldn't, because if it went wrong, you're gonna blame Brendan. It's what you're gonna do. You're going to go, what the hell were you thinking? And he'll be thinking the same thing. Lee will bogus him to Leicester. I don't think so. Who's going to come to Leicester? Who actually is going to come to Leicester during the January transfer window? Leicester are a ambitious club with, yet again, we just mentioned it, the massive training ground that we have. One of the best in the country, but it is only a training ground. If you're a footballer and you're at high level already, is a training ground really going to bring you to, a better training ground? Is that going to bring you to another club? Depending on if you're a, top flight sort of player. I don't think it does. It'll attract youngsters maybe from abroad and youngsters in the country, but I don't know if it will change. If it turn heads for some bigger named players. I really don't. That's just my opinion. But we are an established Premier League side with recent success as well. So yeah, we could attract someone in the January transfer window, and that's going to open very soon. So look, I'm excited. I just hope we can get rid of some deadwood, like Vestergaard for one, Bertrand for another. There's a few that we need to get rid of. I'll be honest, but at the same time, there's a few that we really need to put pen to paper and keep. So it's going to be exciting, the January transfer window. I'd love someone to maybe step in and maybe help out with following it all. It'd be good to maybe do some video, and I can maybe quote someone and read their not report, but you know what I mean. I want to take this channel a little bit more serious next year and go from just sort of like to doing this show and a watch along to maybe covering something a little bit more, but that involves having someone else in. So I'm going to speak to Winks and see what we can do about the channel. I think maybe turn it a little bit more into not like a Leicester Fan TV. I don't want to get over the top, but just a little bit more Leicester-ish theme, so that we've got, I don't know, maybe, what about Bonnie Brown? Would you like Bonnie Brown on the channel? How's that? Because she goes to Leicester games, she's quite big on Insta, she's huge on Twitter and huge on OnlyFans and stuff like that. Would you like her to host a show on here maybe? I could maybe pull that in. That's something that I could definitely do. Got her manager's number. I've got her number. That's something I could do. Maybe. They've got a couple of other ideas as well. Could get Big Dave on as well. Blue Van Man. Get him maybe a random Leicester show on here or something. There's potential to make this channel into a bit more than just focused on myself. I could change the name and bring a few other different faces in. If that's what the channel needs and channel wants, I can provide it. It's just a case of talking to them and sort of putting it together. But it's doable. Can do it. It's not difficult. Might cost a bit of money here and there, but if that's what you guys want and what you guys would like to see, that's cool with me. Leicester till I die. Chris has got to go. Big up Lee. Gonna watch the game tomorrow night. Sat on the. Why did we play so poor against Newcastle? Too much turkey and stuff in, mate. Just realised Vestergaard and Bertrand earned a combined 150 grand a week. Wow. When was the last time Bertrand played? Surely there's got to be something in his contract to say we're not paying you for not playing, because he's not played for over a year. Lee's going to be so sober tomorrow night. Oh, God. With us being able to use 50 mil in the transfer window, who would you sign? Leicester City are the best. Put the wages down for Maddison. Put the wages down for Yuri Tielemans. And get them pen to goddamn paper with that money. That's priority. That is priority. Priority is to keep our 2 best key players that are looking potentially like they're going to go. Then we start looking at players. Okay, we can look at players now too, but we've got to get them sorted. We need to know what's going on with Youri Tielemans. Desperately need to keep Youri Tielemans, or sign him and sell him for money and not let him go for free. That's the most key important thing that Leicester can physically do. Or start looking at potential replacements in the middle for those 2 players. And to do that, you're going to need to spend at least 50-60 million per player, not for one. So your guess is as good as mine with your 50 mil. You're going to need more. Other than Maddison, who is the biggest injury blow for this game? I mean, the potential was there for Dennis Pratt and Ricardo Pereira, really. I think Ricardo Pereira's one. A fully fit Ricardo Pereira down those wings with a Castagna is delightful to watch. Or, you know, a fully fit James Justin before he had his injury as well. But those 2, I don't think are going to come back with nowhere near the levels that they've ever been at Leicester. And that's a worrying sign. You know, I think we are 1 injury away from having a Luke Thomas and a Michael Brighton at left and right, because Castagna looks like every game he gets hurt with something. We are an injury away from having Luke Thomas and Michael Brighton as your wing backs. That's how worrying it is. Yeah. Anyway, look, I'm about out of time. I'm going to shoot. We are live tomorrow for the watch along. If you do want to join in tomorrow, please pop in, say hello, and let me know on any of the ideas that I've come up with, like maybe having Dave have his own midweek sort of rant about Leicester on here instead of his own channel. Maybe I could see if I could do something with Bonnie Brown. I've got another girl as well that's interested in doing some stuff. I'm more than happy to do that, and maybe turn it into a little bit more of a Leicester City Chats channel. Whatever you want. It's there. The idea's there. The year's coming in. New year, new start, fresh, something fresh. Let me know in the chat if it's something that you might be interested in yourself. If you're a YouTuber, or if you've got some sort of experience or want to try it out, maybe we could do that as well. It's not a problem. I will try and sort something out next season this year coming for something new on the channel. But please don't be scared. Let me know what your thoughts are of the ideas in the channel. Good luck tomorrow from a Liverpool fan. Not too much luck, says Oladambo. It's all right, my man. That's fine. Look, I'm not expecting much, to be honest with you. It is what it is at the minute. I'll take any result as it comes, to be honest. Anything that comes that's worth having. I'll get a draw. I'll be dancing, mate. It's the last game of the year. I'll take a draw at Anfield. I'll take 3 points, though. But, yeah. Right, I'm all out of time. I shall see you tomorrow on the channel. Live, we're here, 7:45. Be here or be square. I shall see you later. In a bit.